I've heard many people say because you have AI, you no longer need a marketer. Let me tell you why that is not true. The reason that I am creating this video is because there's a lot of discourse on that, and digital marketers in general, are excited by AI. The number of things that it allows us to do, we do things quicker. Um, it's more fun to get things done, and we just get excited at the process. We love AI. This is not anything negative, but it's also important that people who are on the outside of the marketing industry, they understand where everything fits, and when they should use AI, and then when it's time to source a digital marketer. So a digital marketer is someone who knows the tools, knows the strategy, knows the frameworks, and they say, okay, well, here's what, this, because of this type of business you have, and because of this strategy that we want to execute, then I would recommend us moving in this direction, as opposed to just spitting out something general on AI. Now, there are ways to get information specific on AI, right? So it all depends to on your level of skill and on your level of knowledge. So if you don't have that much skill in AI or even in your industry, then you're not even going to know what to ask. You're not even going to know if a theory has been refuted, or if something is better. So, for example, there are many different leaders in the marketing sphere. Depending on who you draw to, is what kind of content, what kind of theories, what kind of methods you would be following. And so, when you ask the AI as a marketer, I want you to speak like this person. I want you to use the methodology that they have and then give me whatever outputs. Then it's now the marketer pulling from their information about the theory, pulling out their information about the framework, pulling out their information and their experience about what we hope to achieve going forward for this campaign, and then you work forward. But as a business owner whose job is not actually to get all of the information regarding marketing, it would be exhausting or it would be limiting. So, a professional is someone who is constantly growing in their industry, someone who reads, someone who studies, someone who watches videos, who is constantly being updated and aware of the things that are going on in their industry, because they are interested, and then they're also, based on everything, then they're giving their opinion and their thought pieces because of their experience as well. When you run your own business, so say you have a bakery, or you sell an e-commerce, it can be many different things, but whatever type of business you have, then you are the professional in that area. And for you to now be forced to try to figure out this marketing, it's going to be very difficult because marketing is so wide. It's also so deep. So you are either putting yourself under tremendous strain in trying to figure out this whole other aspect, and wasting time as well, as opposed to just hiring someone who knows that area, and then you could focus on your area. I'm actually reading a book right now. It's called Strength Finder 2.0, and it speaks about, I'll put a picture of the book, but it speaks about, at the beginning part of the book, um, about strengthening your strengths and not necessarily taking the time to strengthen your weaknesses, because that is what a lot of people have always said in school. When you're now starting to work, what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and then it's important to strengthen your weaknesses. And they are saying, the author of the book is saying that it's not necessary to do that. They had actually done research over a period of time and things like that. So it is research based that not many people strengthen their strengths. They decide to strengthen their weaknesses. And when you strengthen your strength, when you strengthen your natural born talents, then you are growing, you are becoming exponentially better, as opposed to not spending the time to strengthen your strengths and then you're not taking the time to strengthen your weaknesses. What you need to do is hire for your weaknesses. So it's sometimes your weakness may be marketing, sometimes it may be in between. It's not necessarily a weakness, but it's not your strength, or it's not your work, it's not the time that you take every day to do your business. All right, so then let the person who is responsible for it do it, because that is the professional who will be able to guide you in a direction that you want to take your business. So, what is the goal for this campaign? Do you want to build more awareness? Do you want to build more visibility? Do you find that leads are coming in but they are not turning into customers? What is that problem like? Is it a sales funnel problem? When you look at the sales funnel, what is the problem? Is it that it's on the lead magnet? Is it on the landing page? Is it the emails? Are they not converting in the emails? Are they not opening the emails? Then what issues are there? Are they not being nurtured um when they send out when you send out links in the emails? What is going on? Marketers know what questions to ask, and as I mentioned before, it goes very deep. All right. Then you also have on the website side. All right. Is your website built for allowing people to make the next step? All right. Or is it just information? You don't want it to just be information on your business. You want to be able to know who is coming onto your website and what they're interested in. So ideally, you would want to lead them in a particular direction. When you get to that place, that level in your business, to then say, okay, I have built, I have, I know product market fit, I have that. I know who my clients are, who my ideal clients are. I know who I work best with. I know the customers who um who draw to my business. I know I like them, they like me. I know how to speak to them. I understand them. We have conversations. I have feedback regarding them. Then now you could amplify and take your business to the next level. AI works best with people who know how to use it. If you are limited by your knowledge, then you won't know what to ask, you won't know how far to go. It's basically you don't know what you don't know. All right. And so we love AI. I love AI. I use AI for my business, for clients' businesses. I use it a lot. It accelerates the time in which things get done. I love it. I love speed. I love efficiency. And I love how cool AI is to be able to plug in someone's name, or because they have a framework, or because of their method or their style, and able to generate things like that. It's really cool, it's really fun, it's really interesting. And again, it's really quick. So I'm able to benefit from that. But if you are not aware of what to look for or who is good, you're not going to be able to put in. You just put in something general or basic, like you want good advertising for sneakers or for ladies handbags or what have you, supplements, but it's not going to, you have no idea what to put in. You know, a professional would say, I want this style, I want a hook, I want the call to action to be this, I want um 3-step process. Give me, a marketer would be able to say I exactly what I want, and I want you AI to give me that. But the layman, the person who just opened ChatGPT and who doesn't really know anything, you're gonna get a basic result. All right. Now, if you are small in your business, if you are new, very young in your business, then fine, by all means, use it. But when you can't afford to invest in a digital marketer, it would be the way to go, because then you will be able to grow the way you want to. If they are now creating their offer, if they are now trying to get product market fit, if they are now trying to to work out the niche that works for them and that they want to work with, about the target market, who are they looking to attract, their ideal customer avatar, right? So this is this is all basically the people who would benefit from AI, figuring these things out in the beginning, figuring out, getting product market fit, getting your offer right, seeing what your customers like, what they don't like, figuring these things out in the initial phases. So I'm not going to recommend that everyone go and hire a digital marketer to begin with. All right, because a digital marketer will come in and improve on what you have done before. There are digital marketers, however, who would help you if you are in a rut. So who would help you to identify your ideal client. So that is a primary um issue, a primary need that you would need in your business, because that's one of the foundational elements that you would need to have. So a digital marketer can help you do that, and a digital marketer can help you do market research. But oftentimes, if you have already narrowed all of these things down, then a digital marketer actually helps you to improve, to get bigger, to get better visibility, to improve your brand, to get better awareness of your business, of the services that you offer, of what you want to, how you want to take your business to the next level. So a digital marketer amplifies what you already do, what you have already been doing, and will take you to the next level. And why I say that AI is not a replacement for a digital marketer is because a professional will know different tools that they use, will know different strategies, will know different theories, will know different frameworks. And they would say to themselves, they would understand, I would use this framework for this part, I would use this other framework for another part. They would understand um, that. Okay, so let me give you some marketing examples. So, in terms of the entire marketing process, there there's, for example, there's the messaging. For someone who was looking at messaging, they would say, okay, I like Dan Kennedy's style. I like it. I like sharp. I like the way he speaks and things like that. So I want to be able to draw that from him. But in mass messaging as well, there's also the story brand framework, among other frameworks, on how to write messaging and how to write your copy and things of that nature. There are different elements of media. There is owned media, which is media that you own as the business owner. Then there is earned media, and then there's paid media. A digital marketer would know those. They would know what they need to do to amplify your reach and your visibility, and how they need to play with all of those three different types of media. So, for example, owned media is media that you own personally. So, that would be your website, that would be your social media, the different channels, and things like that. You put out your speaking points, right? What you want to say, how you want to be heard, seen, amplified, the things that come out from your mouth and your head and things like that. It is your opinion, your perspective on your business. Earned media is kind of like a third party. So that would be maybe a blog, that could be a podcast guest, not your own podcast. Because if you have your own podcast, then that would be own media as well. And then there is also paid media, which is advertising. That could be in many different forms. digital advertising as well as traditional, meaning television, radio, newspaper, that sort of thing, magazines, right? So digital marketers know what to do, how to do it. AI is not going to be able to do that. So thanks for joining me. And if you want to hear more information about marketing, then subscribe.